Hello to all the amazing YouTube people, the Niemer here with something fresh, something new. Today we'll be trying out the library of Ruina, book, librarian, star in the city. So this game is pretty peculiar actually. So you're in this library and then these guests come to the library and you fight them and they turn into books and then you manipulate these books, earn new abilities and well, I actually don't know much about this game, but I saw a little bit of Sinvicta playing it. I think it was Sinvicta. Anyhow, it seemed pretty cool, so I decided to pick it up and we'll play it a little bit. And if we do well, who knows? Maybe we play it a little bit more. Anyhow, let's start a new game here. And let's see what we're getting ourselves into. I got out to the street, my hands in my pockets. The scene one, the canard. So we're gonna reading most of the story here, I believe. I'm not gonna be skipping anything. Supposedly this game is a continuation to the Lobotomy Corporation, but apart from the story maybe, I didn't see many similarities in gameplay though, so anyhow. I still cannot leave this place. Even at the end of all this, I cannot be free. And I'm not allowed to have a dream that is beyond my means. So, heavily philosophical game, I guess? I don't know. Damn it, the purple tear. Can't believe this is how she handled it. What the hell happened? What's with all this smoke? Guess I'll have to trust her. I'll only say it once. I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point. Well, I can't agree more with that. I don't like personally the roundabout speech either. I'm totally straight to the point person, so I guess we could agree very well with this well, female protagonist here, or am I this dude here? I don't know. So don't try to get wordy, just answer my questions. You don't get to question me either. Well, that doesn't seem fair. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? Well, who are you two? I'm suddenly getting all nauseous. Ouch. My leg? I warned you and you crossed the line. Let me ask you one more time. Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just fucking around and ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it! Blood's gushing out of my right leg. I swear I wasn't trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is. Well, that took a turn for that escalated quickly, might I say. Okay. I woke up around 1 PM and started walking around the streets of District 13. Since I was just out and about, I figured I could go wherever I wanted, so I decided to drop by Ham Pank Pank. Heard they served a weekly special sandwich. Not sure if the phones are supposed to be that way, but okay. Anyway, I had bills to pay, got no jobs, had to make a living somehow, as one man of... You dragged on too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next. You have no purpose, you don't even know how you got here. Just who are you? What is this game? Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place and who are you? Well, she did say not to ask any questions. Come on, taking two limbs at once is cheating. Well, it seems like we are like in full peace here. I'm the one asking questions. Your name? Roland. Good. Welcome to the library. We had yet to serve any guests, but then you suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It took me quite a bit of effort designing this library to ensure that no uninvited guests could enter, you see. Damn it, these limbs were all I had. I don't have any cash or mortgages to get the new ones anymore. Seems he's fainted. Okay, wake up! My legs, my arms. Wait, they're all intact again? You should be able to swing your arms and walk again. And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. Although, you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent. So, I'm giving you these as an apology. I'm quite patient and generous, you see. Yeah, and bipolar it seems. You weren't very patient and generous a little bit a while ago. Patient my ass. Yeah, there we go. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this? And just warning, your warning isn't in effect anymore, right? Nope, not anymore. I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out. And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here. What? Hey? Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too? Or is this one of the wings? I heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research. An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments. Well, I can see writers of this game had some fun. Maybe it's just lost in the translation, but I really doubt it. My life really is an unlucky mess. This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a wing at least. Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit me, right? Yes, I'm letting you leave for two reasons. First, I need an analysis of how you could enter this place uninvited. Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library. It's quite a library, look at all those books. Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore. Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city in search of the one absolute book. And I want you to help me with this process. Oh, so we're looking for a perfect book, you say. Since you're a resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways. I knew this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace, only to be found as chunks of flesh much later. I used to laugh at those poor folks for being careless and unlucky, but now I see it has nothing to do with carelessness or anything. Just happens without a moment's notice. Don't be too concerned about your life. You're not allowed to die here unless I permit you to. Damn it. So this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you like shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn, spewing popcorn machine man or something? Okay. This has got to be the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all. If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly throw you into a human popcorn machine as you wish. As you so wish, right? I've already gone through so many cycles of bullshittery, responding to every bit of meaningless rubbish. Sorry, ma'am. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Angela. I'm the head librarian and director of this library. Angela, that's a good name. So what am I supposed to do? Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library. I will carefully determine what guests to invite and write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the library. Since you have actual experience working as a fixer, I'm sure you'll be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could. I'm just a washed up grade 9 fixer though. What's this reception all about anyway? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them or something? It's simple. You just have to deal with the guests in a physical manner, of course. The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process. The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back when the library closes. Okay, so we are undying. We are invincible. Well, we cannot die basically. What's the word? No one here may rest without my permission. Do you happen to have some kind of weird fantasies about fixers? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know? That's none of my business. I have prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out yourself. So yeah, I think I get the gist of it now. So how does this invitation exactly work? Open up the invitation, register the books you wish to serve to your guests. So I guess this is already a tutorial for the game. And next, the invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books. That's it. Sounds a bit too easy. The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library. Yes, think of it as a compass. It would be easier to understand that way. Oh, a compass. As in the tool that tells directions? That's right, the invitations will guide me towards that one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes the invitation may turn red according to the books you've registered. A red invitation indicates that it can be sent to the special guest who will unravel the next part of the story. Okay, so red books, red invitation. Next story progression part, sure. Until we register the books that match what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit. But there's no guarantee that the guests will always respond to the invitation, right? In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library. That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in the city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. Well, anyway, once we get these books, what comes next? The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. Well, that's very surprising, right? Books in the library, who would have thought so? And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me and my library. The perfect book, eh? Suppose those books are different from the ones I know. And bam! There we go. We finally start the game. But I did want to go through all the dialogue and stuff because I wanted to see what's that all about. So here we are, the invitation, okay, choosing guests. A reception begins by sending an invitation to guests whom you want to invite. You'll want to navigate to the question mark to begin this process. Okay, the invitation. Dear guest, I formally invite you to the library. The library books can provide you with all the wisdom, wealth, honor, and power you seek. However, an ordeal will await you in the library. If you cannot overcome this ordeal, you will be converted into a book yourself. Angela. So people come here looking for, well, riches, really. Whatever their heart desires, and well, it's a trap basically, but hey. Anyhow, I guess we click on this one here. Select the episode you'd like to play. Well, there's only one, it seems like, so... Books of the day. With this panel, you will provide a set of books required to start the episode. Okay. A lot of question marks here. So we can click here, book of something. What's up for grabs? This screen shows the list of books currently in the library's possession. Select the needed book now. Well, we only have one, so we're gonna click it here. Continue along with the final preparation for the invitation. A book of something. Well, it locked in red. I believe they told us if it locks in red, it's gonna progress the story. We're gonna send the invitation. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a manual. Well, maybe we'll read the manual in like the second episode or something. So let's just continue the tutorial here. Send the invitation. Link and stamp. When you're ready to send the invitation, confirm your choice with the send stamp. There we go. Hey, hurry up and scrape them up now. These sway goons might arrive any second. I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different. I've never even heard of a body modification procedure that does this. Something's off about these organs. They're looking really strange. Damn it, their footsteps are getting closer. Forget about clean cuts, just pull them out and take them all. Well, take him. At this rate, our heads are gonna get nicely chopped off our bodies. Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? Whatever, just take him. We're out of time. I have no idea what's going on, by the way, but well, we're just going along. Just about done. Now, run! Whew, that was close. You're a bold one, Pete. Going for a gut harvest in a territory managed by the Zwei. So guess things are not really that great in the city, eh? People harvesting other people's organs. Okay. These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes. You know, my dream, right? To become one of the fingers of the back streets. I'll admit, it's rather someone with a dream these days. I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these guts with hope first. We gotta prepare enough cash to offer to the stray dogs. True, this could be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scrapped up the right stuff? I told you, that guy didn't have a single proper organ inside him. I expected innards soaked in drugs like enkephalin at worst. These are damaged too badly. It's almost like somebody already blew them up. We only dosed him with anesthetics. Didn't do no harm. This doesn't make any sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? What if it's one of those, you know? Rumors say there's a guy who skewers and threats people alive to turn them into dolls. Okay, let's process that for a moment. Yeah, I've heard of that too, but look at the state of these things. Not the case at all. So something weird happened here. I bet we had something to do with it. I hear these dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together, but this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol on the back of his neck. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk working dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it, please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Beside that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell is an envelope doing in a human body? This keeps getting worse. Give me that! An invitation to a library? What's this about? So it was our fault, I guess. Books? We can get books from the library? What a bunch of nonsense, right? I say so myself as well. It was a flop, after all. The payment's due tomorrow. We've got 7 hours to be exact. That's too little time for another round of gut harvesting. We're heading to the library as the invitation says. Okay, so they're pretty desperate, so they're gonna go to the library, and I guess we'll be giving them a nice ordeal there. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chance we get. Maybe... Isn't this just a suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be. Can't be any worse than dying to the stray dogs or the Zwei Association. We've screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to leave. What was that we just saw? Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. Didn't take you for a peeping Tom? It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. That splendid thing you got there, ma'am. Preys upon people and kidnaps them too. A perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can't we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something? I cannot do that. We can only take a peek when it has been decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I'm simply borrowing it. Yeah, no way anything can go smoothly in the city. The desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that simple internal damage as well? What? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened. Oh, really? I doubt it, but okay. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it. That means those weird happenings were someone else doing. I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It sounds like something from the ruins. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot either. I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently. In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well. Those are probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualifies as syndicate. They don't have money or power, so we are like a rank 9 fixer. Hopefully we are stronger than the rats. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I might have just roasted myself here. Oh yeah. The back streets, I know of them. You do? Someone I know was from the back streets. Well, that's nothing special really. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might even actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets. So, this is library. Looks fancier than I thought. Could be a bunch of valuable things here. Greetings, dear guests. This is the library. And I'm Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you also may end up yielding your precious possessions to us. You, the owner of this place, we're all to take whatever we want here, right? Indeed, you may earn books to be exact. If you're able, of course. Are those book things really worth a lot, though? Of course, they can be, if the information they hold is valuable. Mangchi, beggars can't be choosers. We gotta cling on to anything we can find. You find your book in this place, then. And here we go. Librarian info. Up here we can see some bare information about the librarian who will participate in the reception. Okay. Detailed info. In this section you can view detailed information about the selected characters. So I guess that's us. All the details. Info on the guests that can have accepted the invitation to the library is shown here. Oh, I think I clicked a little bit too soon. So I guess these are some of our stuff here. So this is us, I guess. Paragon. No, Patron Librarian of Jan Works page. The Roland, okay. Info on the guests that can have accepted the invitation to the library is shown here. Detailed info. In this section you can view detailed information of the selected character. Combat pages. Underneath you can check the list of combat pages cards the selected character will use in the reception. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Select this bar or press the relevant button to start the battle when you have finished reviewing all available information. Well, I would like to do it, pretty please. So that's us, I guess. 30 HP, 15 stagger resist. Okay. Speed dice. Okay, initiative dice, I suppose. Slash damage resistant, pierce damage resistant, blunt damage resistant. So we have normal resistance to slash, weak resistance to pierce, and fatal resistance to blunt. I'd say that's worse than weak. Normal, weak, fatal. Okay. Slash, stagger damage resistance, pierce, and blunt. So it's all the same, right? So if we can choose, we should avoid pierce and blunt damage, but we only have one character, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. Okay, we got some cards here. Light attack. What if I click on it? Okay. Well, I wanted to like get some more information on that card. Oh, am I putting cards out of my deck? Oh, I guess we make the deck here, okay. So, Pattern Librarian of Jan Works page, right, so, alright. How many of these do we have? Okay, exceeds equipped limit. So we can equip up to 3 of the same card, okay. It seems like we can only have 7. Can we like edit the name of the page? Edit the name? No. Okay. What's load combat? Ooh. Cost 0, 2, 3, 4. Okay, advanced. Oh my. Okay, this is a lot of information. So we can like filter the cards out. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to use. A light attack. Oh, it seems like the symbols correspond to the symbols here. Okay, cool. So it seems like this slash here that does 1 to 2 damage, that's in red, does slash damage. And the others here like are probably some kind of defenses. So I cannot click on the card and hover over these symbols, basically. Maybe I should read the manual, right? But like, it's like the tutorial, like how hard can it be, right? So I guess let's take 3 light attacks here. Let's take 3 light defenses. I'm gonna take like one of these 3. Not sure what I'm doing here, but hey. Can I like save this thing? How do I name it? Okay, not sure, but there we go. Okay, cool. I like that. Okay, so it seems like this game is pretty deep. That's what I understand from the Steam as well, from the reviews and such, that that this game quite layered. So yeah, if you're into something like super deep and complicated, you're at the right place, and well, we can explore this game together. So this one costs 0, 1. I'm gonna assume the top left is the cost. Okay, well, let's save the setup. No, leave, go out. Okay, here we can see my enemies. So they have 10, 10 and 10 HP. It seems like they have less speed. Well, I'm not sure actually. I'm gonna assume more is more, right? So this one is this one's fatal to slash. This one is fatal to blunt, and this one is fatal to pierce. So it would be good to have like good balance, but I don't know. Rat's Guide to Survival. Well, let's just see how the fight looks like. We're outnumbered though. Anyhow, begin stage play. Hopefully there's some tutorial and I'm not gonna regret not reading the manual. What are combat pages? This tag describes the ability of the page usually activated upon use. Okay. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. Okay. This icon represents the slash. Okay. Slash, pierce and blunt. Okay, we figured that one out. That was too hard to figure out. We are a seasoned card player. So, yeah. The ability of an action die, written on its right, may activate when the die is played, based on its condition. Most abilities activate when the attack hits the target or the die wins in a clash against an opposing die. Okay, so there's gonna be a clash. Okay. During battle, using combat pages needs a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the number of yellow icons above them. Well, who would have thought? We just call it mana. Determining speed. When the scene begins, press the spacebar to roll the speed dice. Sigh, with better of harvesting, hey come something something. Alright, let's do this. Right, I shouldn't have hovered over if I wanted to read it, but... Okay, list of effects applied during battle. Okay. Okay, I mean, all the information is here if you want to check it out. Okay, let's click this. Speed dice. A higher speed value offers the following advantages. If the enemy's speed is lower than yours, you can redirect their attacks to you. Characters with higher speed values will act first. Well, that makes perfect sense. Librarian speed dice. Please select the speed dice on a librarian. This is librarian's hand of combat pages, aka cards. Please select one of them. Okay. Which one? So we got 2 light defenses. Well, let's there are 3 enemies. Maybe we should go like fully aggro here, right? I'm gonna select focused strikes. Now select the speed dice of an opposing character to target them with the attack. Oh, we can also see what ability they're gonna use. So this one's gonna use God Harvesting, 1 to 2 slashing damage. This one's gonna use slash. This one's gonna use... Well, that doesn't seem like an attack at all. Well, I'm gonna select one and let's see what happens. Sure, since like this one doesn't have like any defensive things on it, I'm gonna assume blue is defense and red is attack. And I have normal slash resistant and all of them are slashing, right? So you have an advantage here. Okay, let's go here. Quick mode. By pressing Q or clicking on the icon, you can toggle quick mode. In quick mode, these action dice are rolled automatically during battle, allowing combat to play out smoothly. When quick mode is off, the player must manually roll the action dice in each engagement by clicking or pressing space. Auto-selecting combat pages. With this utility, you can automatically fill the librarian's speed dice with the combat pages in their hands. Targets are randomly determined. This makes the battle proceed quicker at the cost of precision and strategy. I'm having some grind vibes here. Why would you ever want to do that? Unless the game is super grindy. Targeting display. These are usual visual indicators showing who the librarians and guests are currently targeting for attack. Toggle them by pressing 1 to 3. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn this off because I wanna see how that thing looks. I'm ready now. By pressing the spacebar or clicking on the icon after the speed dice have been rolled, you can begin the combat phase. Well, let's go. One-sided attacks. When only one of the 2 opposing characters has dice to play, a one-sided attack occurs. This happens when a character targets an enemy that isn't targeting them back. Only offensive dice are played in one-sided attacks. The defensive dice will be retained until the scene ends, or an enemy attempts a one-sided attack. Okay. What's a scene? Is it like the whole fight or just like one turn? Well, I guess we'll experiment. When both characters in an engagement have dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of the 2 characters target each other. Retained defensive dice or counter dice may also cause a clash. Okay. In a clash, the result of actions are determined by comparing their rolls. Offensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by winning the clash. Offensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by winning the clash. Interactions between defensive dice follow the rules on the next page. Okay. Block dice. Winning a clash versus offensive dice completely blocks the damage. Deals stagger damage to the attacker by the difference in value. Losing a clash mitigates incoming damage by the roll value. Okay, so with this you can mitigate damage. And if you win, you also stagger. Deal stagger damage equal to the roll value. Wait, what? Oh, winning a clash versus defensive dice. Oh, you can like, both can block. Okay, and then whoever wins staggers the enemy. Okay, evade dice. Winning a clash versus offensive dice completely negates damage. The evade die is retained. Oh, retained? During a clash versus offensive dice, completely negates damage, the evade dice is lost, and then winning a clash versus defensive dice. But you, like, what about losing? You can't lose? Or maybe if you lose, nothing happens. Winning clash versus defensive dice, the character recovers stagger resist. Oh, with this you recover stagger? And with this, okay. Yeah, it's pretty complicated. Okay, so what happens now? 1 to 2, 3 to 5. It seems like they are ever so closing in on each other, but they do reach So do I have to like click something here? Okay. So we got 4. I don't know what she got, but apparently less. Oh, she doesn't have anything left. So these are like auto hits. Okay, Book of Rats. Okay, we got hit there, it seemed like. What's our HP at? Resolving books. Taking physical damage will decrease the character's HP indicated by the red gauge. When the HP of the librarian or guest is brought down to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise in the library will be resolved into books. The higher the guest's emotion level was, the more likely they are to yield books in greater quantity or quality upon death. Even if a librarian dies during combat, they will rise again once the reception is over. So we are immortal. Oh, that was the word I was looking for earlier. We are immortal. Okay. I told you it was a bad idea to walk in here. You were supposed to fight with me until the end. Well, I guess we killed 2 of them. We got some damage. 29, so I guess this dude who was attacking hit us. Alright, we have to roll initiative first. There we go. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, so they're both hitting. Okay. Let's select our abilities here. So we have 4 mana, right? I can play like 4 cards. This seems like unbelievably easy then. Okay, let's see how defense works. So let's say play light defense here. Against what? Against that one. And then let's say we play light defense against that one as well. Wait, what? It seems like I can only play 1 card. What about my other mana? What's up with that? That's a bit weird. So 2 of these will clash and this one will get a one-sided attack on us, but what's the point? Why wouldn't I just play the number 3 cards then, right? Yeah, it's team emotion level. Okay. I guess I'll have to learn about that anyhow. Light defense. Okay. There we go. Oh, okay. So I was able to do it? Oh no, wait, what? Roll. So it seems like this dodged his attack and this was retained for the other one, and then this was used on the first one. So it's used this to dodge its attack, it used this to attack it, and then it retained the rest. At least it felt that way. Okay, this one here is doing like a fatal damage to me. So we're gonna go for this one here. There you go. Okay. Got attacked from like the right side. Well, seems simple enough. We just choose cards, and well, since our cards are much better than theirs, we just win, charge and cover. Yeah, sure, let's do that. This is already like a little bit weird to me because oh, what happened with my block though? Yeah, I have to like check things out a little bit. There's definitely something here that I do not fully understand. Let's go. Okay, staggered. Fatal damage. Stagger. Okay, a character may inflict or receive 2 types of damage, physical and stagger damage. Attacks with stagger damage will reduce their target's stagger resist, yellow gauge and hit. When stagger resist hits 0, the character falls into a staggered state. This is indicated by broken speed dice, okay? A staggered character will receive fatal damage from all force attack, cannot act for the rest of the current and the next scene. I guess scene is like 1 turn. Cannot restore light at the beginning of the next scene. Cannot draw pages at the beginning of the next scene. Okay, and maybe that's why the light... Okay, now that makes sense. You have more light, so in case you get staggered, you can play something next turn. A character restores 1 light after staggering an opponent. Okay. Well, let's finish this, I guess. Oh, it's also like, it's not like doing anything. Book of Rats obtained. Okay, cool. Victory. Curtain call for the reception of rats. Okay. Spoils of battle. You can check the books you have obtained from the reception here. If you have failed the reception, this part will show the books you have lost instead. Oh, really? You can check the battle symbols your librarians have obtained from the reception here. Now it's time to conclude the reception and exit the stage. Oh, HP +1? Is that like leveling up? Headwear free. How do we check that out? Okay. So we got a whole bunch of books of rats apparently. Fair enough. I wonder, is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate? It's all part of the city life. You have to belong to a group, be it a syndicate or anything else. Living in a city gets too tough otherwise. Floor of General Works opened. You can now select the floor of General Works during the reception. A new assignment has been added. Okay, a pleasure to burn. In this section you can burn the books that you've obtained. Okay. Why would I burn the books though? Well, I guess we have to burn them. What lies in the pages? You can see what the books in your possession have to offer before burning them. These books are also used for inviting the guests of subsequent episodes, so it's recommended to keep at least 1 copy in your possession. Okay. Oh, you get cards this way. Okay. Press the relevant button to begin burning books. You can burn up to 20 books at a time. Let's see. But let's say, how many will I burn? Like 1? Hope so. Spoils of burning. When you burn books on a floor, you'll see a lovely animation in that floor's color and you may randomly obtain pages of that book. Burning a book yields different pages each time based on chance. Okay, cool. So we got some new cards here, it seems like it. There are 2 types of pages you may acquire from books: key pages and combat pages. Key pages constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by librarians in the battle. Okay, so we already saw these, but now we have some new stuff. Equipments. Page grades. The rarity of a page ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited to object art. Common, rare, no, common, magic, rare, and super rare, epic. Pages of higher grades are more powerful, although rarer to acquire when burning books. Also, key pages have a set limit of how many can be owned at once, which depends on the rarity. Lenny's page. Oh wait, what? Isn't that like the one we killed? Are we gonna be able to use her? Seems like I got 2 purple ones. Are these purple? Seems like they are. Unless we hover them, then they become blue. Okay. Well, so far it seems interesting and kind of deep, so I would like to explore this game further, but I'm a little bit out of time here, so I'll play it more for sure. So yeah, maybe come back tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I don't know, and we'll have another video here. So far I'm fairly interested. I might check out the manual a little bit. How do I go to like the main menu? Return to the title. Okay. Continue. Okay, burn books. Okay, cool. So yeah, Library of Ruina, book, librarian, store, and the city. So it seems like it's a pretty in-depth, like this kind of combat simulator, like a card game. I don't even know what I would call it, but I saw a lot of different mechanics that I would like to explore, like how the attack, dodge, and different types of attack work. And there will certainly be like challenges that we'll have to like build a certain deck for, and I'm looking forward to that. So people say it's like really, really good, and then some say it's like too grindy and complicated, and I guess we'll just have to decide for ourselves. So if you're enjoying this new fresh game that I might feature on my channel, make sure you like and subscribe. So if there's a lot of attention, the more I'll do, as usual. In any case, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully see you soon in the next episode of, well, Library of Ruina. Numer signing out. Bye bye.